So now moving to item 8, the Halswell-Hornby-Riccarton Community Board. We have apologies from Mike Mora, who's unable to be with us this morning. We do have Gary Watson, Community Governance Manager, who has joined us this morning. Gary, was there anything that you wanted to briefly highlight about the report as it's presented?
No, look, pretty much the report's there. Well, actually, there probably is just a couple of quick things. I would say that the Hornby, there's a new Hornby Residents Association being formed out of issues out there, initially probably the Denton Park issue, but this is a new group that's formed. So as staff, we're looking forward to working with them like we will with anyone else. And it's probably good to acknowledge that's there. And just to let you know that we're running our Leadership Day today. So the staff are running a Leadership Day with about 40 local identified leaders. So I'm imagining it's going very well. I'm heading out there for lunch to have a look. But they've got some very good speakers out there, and it's just an acknowledgement of the leadership within the community that is within the ward. I don't really think there's anything else other than in there. I'm happy to answer any questions from there. Yeah.
Great, Gary, thank you very much. So questions from Dion and then Yanni. Dion.
So where is the Denton Park stuff at?
So the first part, well, actually, maybe Councillor Templeton can do the better update than I can. As chair of the committee. Yeah.
So the hearings panel has heard the bulk of submissions, verbal submissions at this point. Due to the fact that the access strategy or the traffic report wasn't available during the consultation period, we reopened that for feedback and had over 30 additional submissions, 10 of which wish to speak to us. So we'll be hearing those tomorrow, and then there's a meeting booked in for mid-May for deliberations and a recommendation to the community board.
Thank you. Yanni.
Yeah, thanks. Just in your report, in the written report, there's talk about the proposed Riccarton Business Association, yes, and also around, I guess I was just kind of interested in terms of the bus priority lane. So has the plans been approved in terms of the roading for Riccarton Road? And when were they approved, and is there any opportunity for them to be revisited if there's concerns?
If I can just turn around and see if Lynette's still in the back of the room. Sorry. Riccarton Road. As they're coming out though, the business association that we're looking at is around there. We do have some champions within the community, business champions, that are keen to get that up and going. So there hasn't been one for quite a while along Riccarton Road, so we're looking forward to a business association along there. It's busy. What was the question? The question.
I'm just trying to understand, like, obviously there'll be concerns around the loss of parking along Riccarton Road for the bus priority lane. That decision, I was just trying to understand the plans, if the plans have been finalised and approved by council, and if there's a new business association formed and there's concerns, if those plans will be revisited.
Probably not. However, what we are doing is working really closely with all of the businesses along there to understand that. So there's been 2 open days this week. One, yesterday's, was at the mall, and Lindsay said that there's been a lot of feedback, and she's talked to a lot of businesses that are new to the area as well. She's talked to all sorts of people. So there isn't a plan to revisit the decision, but it's to work with those businesses and the community along there to understand the options.
So I guess that's what I'm struggling with. So if there's new businesses that have gone in since we've approved the plans, which were a few years ago, then how do and if there's issues that are raised, then what are the options if the plans aren't open to change?
But that's not different if we do a normal plan and it's been 3 months and somebody new business or has moved into an area. That change is happening all the time. We work with that all the time, and we work with those businesses, residents, everyone else to understand what the changes are that are coming and what their options are around that. But it isn't It isn't to change the decision necessarily.
If we did change the plans, we'd have to go out and probably have to go out and reconsult and then get another approval of council. But I think it's also incumbent upon new businesses that move into an area to do their due diligence about proposals that are proposed, and certainly the upgrade to Riccarton Road has been well communicated for quite a period of time and well known.
And as noted in the report, the formation of a new business association actually enables a better level of connectedness and input from that business community, which is something that we would be wanting to achieve as council anyway.
And one of the key, sorry, that business, well, the formation of them, we can work with them really closely on how we construct this as well. And that's really key.
So just, so final question just related to that is, basically most of the on-street parking is going through between sort of a certain area and the mall. Is that basically the plan?
Yep, that's my understanding.
Can I just add to that? There was quite major consultation on this some time ago when it was going to be a bus area. Yeah. Since then, they've found the money to do the 93-year-old pipes underneath it, and the consultation yesterday, for example, for 3 hours in the mall, I've actually had emails that haven't passed on to you from businesses saying how much they enjoyed it, and how good Lindsay was at actually making sure that people knew what was happening. The front part, the first part of Riccarton Road, which has been a long ongoing saga, the liaison between the contractors and the businesses has been amazing. In fact, the delay for the whole of summer was at the request of businesses so that they could have the summer trading. And there's now weekly drop-in sessions down at Trevino's, and they, even for Buddha's birthday, there was a lot of consultation with them about that at that temple. So, and there's another one today down at the Yolan Church. So I think, yeah, the major design is for buses to be able to use it, because they do, and for some better pedestrian amenity down by the mall.
Great, thank you, and thanks for that positive comment. It's good to hear that there's good work and good engagement going on the ground during the project as well as in the planning of the project. That's great. Thank you very much. Are there any further questions on the Community Board report? So, Jimmy, you're happy to move. Do I have a seconder? Anne Galloway, all those in favour?
Sorry, may I show the comments?
I didn't give the opportunity for debate. Yes, you may.
Particularly, I'd like to acknowledge the staff, to support the Halswell-Hornby kind of event, because this community event also only in the Hornby area. However, attracted about 1,200 people. That's amazing. But why create this so big successful? I just consider, probably key successful factor. One is the elected member and the staff fully support this event. Because last event, I remember, I also attended. That's back to the 2009, almost 9 years. Particularly a moment in Hornby area, we are all aware regarding the possible location of the new community facility, have a different view. However, this event to bring us together. That's my view is very, very fantastic. Especially they have kind of organizing volunteer the committee members from 18 the different community in wider Hornby area, the community representative leaders that would like to unite it together, so make it happen. So also they have a commitment, not only once for all, they would like to have in the yearly basis. So we look forward to this community. It's united community, it's inclusive community. Actually, it's benefit for the the wider Hornby community. So the particular Halswell-Hornby and also the Emily, is Emily Toast, both support this the organized committee. I would like to particularly acknowledge that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So this has been moved and seconded. I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Against? That's carried.